So is the 6% commission history? And what's going on in the market lately? Hey everyone, pull up a chair. We want to give you a weekly update where we dive into some of these things. Market update for the Milwaukee area, as well as this whole National Association of Realtors settlement.
Yeah,
Ready?
we're here. We are. I am
Yeah.
ready. Let's dive in. Let's start with a market update. Adam, we got a update from GMAR, our Greater Milwaukee Association of Realtors. So what's the news coming from there?
Yeah, a couple highlights. This is actually really good news. First 2-month streak in sales increasing since 2022. All right, so it's been about 2 years since we've seen this. You might think, well, what's the big deal? It's actually a big deal because sales increasing month after month, it's been almost 2 years. It's, as you all know, it's been a difficult market, especially for buyers over the last couple of years. And so we're seeing signs of change here this spring already early. And what's more important, another highlight, listings have been up for 7 months in a row.
That's great news.
Increase of inventory. Now, albeit just a little bit, but over the last 7 months, that's increasing. Do you know the last time that that's happened in our area?
When is the last time?
It's been 11 years, everyone.
That's a long time.
It's been 11 years since we last saw 7 months of increasing inventory. It's been almost 2 years since we've seen 2 months of increasing sales. And then, so that's really it. I mean, there's a lot of other little nitty gritty details here, but essentially there's more balance coming to the market. So we're not having to experience quite as much of the 10 or 20 offers, all way over asking price, tons of competition, waiving inspections. That is decreasing. That's not happening nearly as much as it was last year and the year before. So that's a really good sign. I love the balance being restored to the market. Anything else you would want to add as far as a market update?
We are still with the increases. I mean, everybody knows we are in the spring market right now, and we're still in a seller's market. So that means it's a great time to sell. And there are more buyers looking for homes than there are homes available. So we're still in that market, even though we are increasing, and that's great news. But we're still catching up to where really we should be in a balanced market.
Yeah. And it might take a very long time to ever get there.
Right.
But,
which is the need for great real estate advisors on your side, whether you're selling or buying, to help you navigate this market and the uniqueness of what we are experiencing.
Right. So if you have any questions about what's going on in Southeast Wisconsin in real estate, just reach out to us. We'd love to buy you a cup of coffee or even just chat over the phone for a little bit and give you more details if you want them. Now I want to move on, shift gears just a little bit to this National Association of Realtors settlement, NAR Settlement. Look at some of these headlines. CNN, the 6% commission on buying or selling a home is gone. It's gone, everyone. You know what? It's always been negotiable. That 6% isn't even true in some market areas. Sometimes it's a little lower, sometimes it's a little higher, and it's always been negotiable. It even says in the contract, negotiable. It's like all caps or bold. It's right there.
In Wisconsin, we have some of the best legal contracts that I've seen. I love that part of it.
I've talked to people from Illinois. That's very true. Illinois, Alabama, Florida. We've talked to people from other states, and Wisconsin contracts are way better for homeowners and home buyers.
Right. It's very clear how realtors will be compensated for the work that we provide.
Yeah. I mean, another news headline just from the internet, could a major lawsuit against realtors mean lower home prices? The short answer is no, absolutely not. Because when you look at this sheet, all current economic experts are predicting the next 5 years of appreciation. This is an example of a $400,000 home bought this year. And over the next 5 years, your gain in equity.
It's
all
incredible.
Economic and real estate experts are predicting this in our country for the next 5 years. Which is why it's, even though it could be challenging to buy right now, it's a great time to buy because your return is looking very good. The forecast looks bright for anybody who wants to buy. What do we always say? When's the best time to buy? Yesterday.
That's true.
The second best time to buy?
Today.
It's hard to go wrong when you're talking about real estate. Over the last century, it's constantly appreciated over the long run. We've had a few little dips here and there, but it always recovers.
That's right.
So those headlines that you might be seeing on CNN or on the internet or wherever you're getting your major news, they're probably not all that accurate if they're talking about doom and gloom for real estate.
Right. And they're on a national level, and nothing is official yet. Nothing has been decided. Right. Nothing is totally official. So we want to be your advisors and let you know we're in it with you, and our highest priority is to serve you, our clients.
Yeah. As I've been researching this, I mean, this settlement is over 100 pages, and as I've looked through it a little bit, nothing could be approved and actually enacted until July. And so it has to jump through a few more hoops yet. The possible change, the big possible change is not decreasing commissions, because it's never been a fixed commission.
Never.
What the term is decoupling. So if this goes to pass, what we will probably see is a decoupling of commissions, not a lowering of commissions, because commissions have always been negotiable. Always. And so that decoupling, Claire,
right.
Want to explain what is that? What's decoupling of commissions?
Yeah, so typically in our marketplace, sellers have offered to compensate both their agent, the selling agent, and the person bringing the buyer. So the agent working for the buyer. Typically, the sellers have compensated both, and that's part of the agreement, and it's clear in the agreement what the listing agent will be compensated and what the buyer's agent will be compensated.
So that's 6% or 5% or
right.
4 or $3.99 or 7 has almost always been shared.
Correct.
With the other agent.
Correct.
Yeah.
And what this means is that Bo's thirsty, apparently. Welcome to our house.
I don't know if they can hear that, but if you can hear that in the background, that's just our dog getting a drink of water. Welcome to our home.
Oh, so what this means is that possibly sellers can, they've always had a choice, but they may not offer compensation to the buyer's agent, bringing a buyer to a home. And that provides some new and unique conversations and things to walk through when we are representing you as a buyer.
Yeah. So what could that mean for buyers where maybe affordability is already a little bit of a challenge,
right.
a little bit tough? What could that mean for buyers if they would like to look at a home and the homeowner and their listing agent have decided not to offer any of that commission to the buyer's agent?
Sure. So we always work as a buyer's agent. It's the best way to represent our clients and
when we work with buyers, we always have representation.
Correct.
Yeah, we work with sellers and buyers.
Correct. Thank you.
Yeah.
But what that means is we don't know 100% right now, and we're working through it with you. But that means that we could see our buyers compensating for our time as buyer's agents. We also could see different creative ways to come up with those funds to compensate us for our time.
Yep.
Seller concessions and other things that we're working to figure out options.
Yeah.
So really the key term is we're working out options and clear communication and what that may potentially look like.
Yeah, I mean, anytime there's a big shift like this in any kind of market, good business owners, good entrepreneurs are going to see lots of opportunities. So we're going to try and pass those opportunities along to anybody we represent, whether it's on the selling side or on the buying side. Like Claire said, there's always going to be some options. And so we want to be solutions oriented as we look at the ramifications, the possible ramifications of this settlement that may come to pass in July. And we will keep all of you updated as that gets closer, especially any of you who are looking to sell or buy in the near future.
That's right. I was getting ready this morning and I knew we were excited to share a video with you and just a market update and thoughts on what is happening at a national level in the real estate industry. And I was like, oh, I gotta send this to myself. It's so good and I wanted to share it with you. So surely there are some changes coming to our industry. Certainly there are. However, nothing's official yet, which is what we've shared and what we've talked about. We see that as an opportunity to grow in the ways we serve our clients. And that's you. And really what's never going to change is the need for a great real estate advisor guiding you through the process of both selling homes and buying homes. And that's our heart. We want to be there and take care of you, guide you along the way, and really educate and give you all the options available. So that will never change.
That's what gets us up every morning.
Right.
Sweet. So if you have any questions about what's going on in the market lately or about this national settlement that may come to pass in the next few months, just reach out to us. We'd be happy to connect with you, answer your questions, and help you make the best decisions for you and your real estate goals. Cool.
Hey,
Always some fun, right?